Hi guys, welcome back. Got another video here. So basically turned up to a boiler. Somebody was here last week, leak from the boiler, nothing was replaced. I turned up today, no pressure in the boiler, and then obviously, you know, as you can see there, got water on the AAV. It wasn't until I put pressure in the boiler that obviously I found that out. So yeah, pumped it up and then found that. So I was like, okay, cool, let's get that drained down and get it replaced. So attach my hose on there, isolate the flow and returns underneath first, put my hose on there, drain the pressure out of the boiler, let that come down. While that finishes draining, I just thought I'd get some grease on the O-ring of the new one. So this grease is pretty good stuff actually. Yeah, it's just so thick and really does seal really well. So that's why I tend to use it, and I do like it. So it's definitely good stuff. Get some nice thick grease. And then I've got my grips in there. It's very hard to film this bit, but yeah, I've got my grips in there. So I twisted it just enough just to get it going. And then get my long screwdriver in there, and you can wedge it between the actual vent, and there's a little bit on the back where you can actually twist it round with, and then that'll get it to pop out enough. Obviously that's when the boiler's drained. Then pull that out, and you see that O-ring's dropped straight back in there. I've actually left it in there by mistake once, and I was wondering why the new one wouldn't go in properly, it wouldn't seat. So yeah, always make sure that you get the old one out, because sometimes they do get stuck in there, and the actual valve, the actual AAV will come out, but not the actual the seal. So definitely make sure you get that. Run my finger around inside just to clear any debris off, any dirt, just so then at least then I know that the new one will seat nicely. As you can see, get it in there. Bit fiddly, and trying to film at the same time, it is very awkward. There we go, I needed 2 hands in the end. So get it down, twist it into place, same as what I've done before. Use my grips just to twist that last little bit, and then get the pressure back in the boiler. Get it back up there. And while I was here, I noticed that the electrodes still had the sight glass in there. And I don't know if you know this, but Worcester say that you are meant to replace these as a matter of course. So I always do this as I go around. And yeah, it's good idea anyway, because you'll see the state of the electrodes anyway. When you look at the size of that detection electrode, it's literally half the size of what it should be. So then get the new ones out, and then put the new foam seal on there. And you'll notice with the new ones there's no sight glass on there, because they do have a habit of cracking, and actually they can actually cause a lot of damage inside the boilers. I've seen some horrific videos in the past from other engineers. There, put new screws in, then put the cables back on, detection 1 on there, put it into max rate, well, get it on first and put it into max rate, hold the service button or the chimney sweep button mode for 10 seconds. There we go, and then twist that radiator knob up to max, and then do your FGA tests and make sure that everything's all good. Max and minimums, I think I've put it on there, you can't really see it very well, but I think 9.8 on the maximum. So yeah, I think we were literally right around about there, plus or minus 0.3, that we were around about there, and then do your minimums, that is all good.